One night right now, Hillary Clinton getting about 90% of the Democratic votes compared to Trump's 77. And this was surprising to me, Alex. President Obama's numbers in this poll, 56% approval rating. If that holds up, that kind of cuts against the wrong track numbers you were talking about.
It's an effect you see in politics, which is nobody speaks ill of the nearly departed. He's getting the gold watch. America's a noble country. Our first black president.
I'm not sure that's
his real favorable and unfavorable is the wrong track number, and the desire for change, which people are expressing in this survey. I love to see the Brexit reaction from the elite in Europe and here, which is, oh, the little people have finally figured out how wrong they were and what a great job we're doing. That's the Hillary Clinton
but you know
campaign.
It's
That's why the people are in revolt in Europe and here.
But interesting, you keep calling it the elite and Greta. This is the Martin Luther King Jr. idea that all Americans deserve an equal crack at what it means to be having resources in your own home and in your state and in your country. So this elitism is a red herring. The bottom line is Hillary Clinton stands for the amplification of the best ideas that have motivated the American democratic experiment from the beginning, and Donald Trump trumps those in very vicious fashion.
The Brexit vote is a vote for the idea of nationhood, right? In Europe, you've destroyed borders, right? You can travel anywhere. Immigration has destroyed borders. There are no economic borders now. Greece can spend money that Germany has to pay back. The British looked at this and says, you know, we think being a nation is a good idea and that we ought to be one.
But nationalism is not the response.
Nationalism, of course it is. The idea of,
no,
you know what?
No, I'm saying nationalism within America.
There were nations before the EU, there will be nations afterwards. This is not a crisis. And when Donald Trump talks about building a wall, what people are hearing is that we ought to have a real nation for all of us.
But see, Donald Trump's nation doesn't represent all of us. When he wants to ban Muslims, he wants to keep immigrants out, he wants to build a wall. And look, at his rallies, when black people are pushed around, he then says, I will pay for the legal fees of this. I'm telling you, Donald Trump amplifies the worst instincts, and his nationalism is really a white racist, supremacist nationalism that wreaks terror on the American democratic experiment.
I think insulting half of the American people who are supporting Donald Trump by saying they're racist. You have to believe that his supporters are racist.
I'm saying he was slow to repudiate David
demeans you and demeans us.
No. He amplifies the worst tendencies of the American experiment. I think the American people will reject him. I'm betting on the American people to reject that kind of vicious, narrow nationalism and racism.
The American people want to open up this economy. They want to move forward, and the status quo is had its day.
Beating up on poor people is not the way to go.
You're going to get the last word. What is the number one thing that Donald Trump has to do at the convention to turn this around?
I don't think it's the convention. I just go back to the debate. I think he's got to look presidential, standing next to Secretary Hillary Clinton, and everyone's going to look back and ignore all the noise on both sides of the aisle. Republicans, Democrats are going to look at who's going to do more for me, who's going to fix my roads, who's going to protect my children and give me an opportunity.
I'm with her. My money's on her.
That is the last word for today. Thank you all very much. Up next.